Welcome back to Autumn's View. I'm Autumn, and today we are going to talk about some of the biggest things that I do not regret buying for my newborn baby as a first-time mom. Some of these things I bought for myself, other things I asked for on my registry that I got, so I guess there could be a little difference. But even if I didn't get them on my registry, I still would have paid the money to buy them because there are things that I use every day, or they have come in come in handy in a pinch when I really needed them. And I've just seen the benefit and convenience of them. So in no particular order, I'm going to start off with building a nursery. So when I first found out that I was pregnant, we were living in a 2-bedroom, very small apartment, and we were both starting to work from home. Obviously, it was middle of the pandemic. We were both working from home, so we needed the space. So we were looking for a 4-bedroom, and then I was like, no, we need a 5-bedroom, which we ended up getting a 4-bedroom. But just having space that's dedicated just to him was so special to me. It is such a cozy room. We read him bedtime stories in here. We have his changing table in here, so every time we change him, we do bring him in here. He has his whole setup. He's got all of his things, his toys, his books, his stuffed animals, his playtime, his shower things. I just love having a space that's kind of his, and it's kind of like a sanctuary. So it's like, if I ever just want to spend time away from kind of like the rustle and bustle of my house, not that it's super crazy, but if I just want alone time with me and baby Jordy, I just come here, and it is really like a sanctuary. So I really feel like if you have the time, space, and money to build a nursery, that is definitely something that, obviously he doesn't sleep in here alone at all, but like I said, I don't regret it, and I definitely think it's something that people sleep on. The second thing that I don't regret, and this is probably a bigger controversial than the nursery, but the baby wipe warmer. So obviously it's not a necessity. Obviously there's going to be plenty of times that you wipe your baby's bum with a cold wet wipe. But when he is in his nursery, he always gets a nice warm wipe for his bum. And I can tell that he can tell the difference. When you put a cold wet wipe on you, especially in the front, you're going to feel the difference. When it's nice and warm, who doesn't want to wipe themselves with a nice warm wet wipe? That's why you take showers in warm water. So I just feel like it's a luxury for the baby, and why not? And I think he can tell the difference. It's not expensive at all. You just load your wipes in there, and they're automatically warm when you go to change them. So don't sleep on it. Just get it, okay? The next thing I would say is, buying 2 breast pumps. So the first one I got through my insurance. If you have insurance, if you didn't know, the insurance will pay for a breast pump for you. So I got the first one through insurance. Great, easy. When probably about a month into breastfeeding, it started acting up, like it wasn't pumping fully for me. So I had to call Medela. They were great. They actually are really great. I've had to do it twice. In both times, though, the problem is it takes about 2 to 3 days for you to get a new one. So for 2 to 3 days, if you don't have a backup, you kind of are stuck without a breast pump. So the first time we went to Target, we bought the same exact one, and dummy me, I thought we could return it after I got the replacement in. But FYI, and I get it, for sanitation reasons, I get it, you can't return it, but whatever. So I ended up keeping it, and it's come in handy so many more times that the cost of it has definitely paid for itself. I use one, I keep it stationary in the bedroom for early morning pump sessions, late night pump sessions. I keep it in the bedroom. The other one is kind of in the living room or wherever else I'm pumping. That's the one I take out with me if I'm going somewhere and I'm bringing that particular breast pump. That's the one that travels with me. So just having that extra breast pump has been just a lifesaver whenever I've been in a pinch and when I needed it. Like I said, the other Medela broke a second time, so I had to get a replacement. So having 2 is just do it. You'll thank yourself later. Another thing that I don't regret is the Snuggle Me. So the Snuggle Me, if you're not familiar, I wasn't, because I've heard so much about the DockATot. I heard such great things about the DockATot, and so that's what I wanted. That's what I asked for. But somebody actually got me the Snuggle Me. And it's pretty much the same exact thing. But let me tell you guys, this thing is a lifesaver. So for naps during the day, we've tried to put him in the bassinet, and as soon as you leave the room, he's crying. So he just wants to be close to you sometimes. If you can't do a contact nap and you do want to put him down, Obviously we don't leave him in the Snuggle Me unattended, but it's so great. We just lay it on the couch next to us. We lay him in it and it's comfortable for him. He's relaxed, and it's truly been a lifesaver just having that. It's easy to carry around. We've taken it on vacations with us. So it's super easy to have. And I think it's a little bit cheaper than the Docatot. So definitely invest in something like this, kind of just a transportable like bed almost. So that's definitely something that I don't regret. And I would say the last thing that I don't regret buying is kind of a very expensive crib. Actually, so it was expensive in a sense that it's expensive more than other ones, but again, I got it on my registry, so I can't really complain too much about the price. However, we have our bedside bassinet, obviously, that he sleeps in at night, obviously in the same room with us. But in his nursery, we did buy the Nestig. So the great thing about the Nestig is it kind of lives throughout the life of your baby. It's a bassinet, a mini crib, and a toddler bed. So he can have it for a very long time. But the great thing about it is it has wheels. So in our bedside bassinet, obviously it's like set up next to the bed. I don't want to move it every time I need to move it. But shortly after I delivered through C-section, I had to go back to the hospital. And so, the baby was here with my mother. And she was able to roll the crib out into the living room for naps or into her guest room for naps. And it kind of felt like his bassinet. So it was just super convenient to have a bed that he couldn't sleep in, that you can move around the house without kind of disrupting your everyday setup next to your bed, if that's what you're doing. So I definitely don't regret it. It's great. I feel like it's going to last a long time. It looks great. So yeah, those are probably the top 5 things that I do not regret buying for my newborn. And as he grows, I will definitely update this and let you guys know if there are other things like must-haves that'll just make your life so much easier for when you bring your bundle of joy home for the first time. So if you guys have any other comments, suggestions, questions, definitely leave a comment below. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.